Oh, there they go. Wow, we got 138 people up in the house. Welcome, everybody. Good evening. This is MaDiva from MaDiva's Neighborhood TV. Yeah, you're too loud. And I am honored to be presenting this interview, or I guess impromptu conversation, a word with the chief and the chieftess, ELIANA and Baby L. Welcome, Chief and Chieftess. How you doing tonight?
Good.
That is good. Yes. You guys look amazing. You look amazing. Chieftess ELIANA, you look amazing.
I'm thankful.
Oh, wow. And the baby, she's doing fine. She's well.
Yes,
And Chief, that's great. Yeah. Chief, you look great. You look very, I guess, de-stressed because, you look, I mean, you're handsome, of course. And yes, you look like you got a lot of rest. And, you guys just...
What I look like when I'm not on social media.
I hear you.
When I'm not on social media.
Oh, well, did you enjoy your break?
When you take a break?
I know, right? And I guess a lot of people should start taking breaks from social media because it did you super good. So, and it seems like the family's doing all well there. I heard some chuckles in behind you. The family's well?
Yep. Let's see. Say what's up.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Oh, my God. That's amazing. Everybody's in the house. Hi, is Mama Joy fine? The car accident, we'll touch on that. Hi, Mama Joy. Hey, everybody. Hi, Musa. Oh, Mayat. Oh, I'm sorry. Mayat, hello. There's Aya. Hi, there's Tron. Tron, you on the Wi-Fi? Get off the Wi-Fi. Okay. Hey. I have been doing, just let Tron know I've been practicing up doing my wheelchair dance. I got it going on with that wheelchair dance. You guys are upside down. What's going on? Y'all done flipped the camera on me, Chief.
Hold up.
That's okay. Wow, you guys, the energy is amazing. You guys look all happy, smiles, and all that fun stuff. I kind of sort of hate to even get into this conversation, but we got to have it. You know that you got to have that conversation. And I am just honored that you are doing it on my platform. Mm-hmm. So you can hear me okay? Everything's good because you just let me know when you're ready to get started. Okay.
Yeah, we ready.
So now that we see that the chieftess is in the house, can we say, what's up, Chief? Chieftess. She's in the house. So, how do you feel being home, Chieftess ELIANA?
I feel at home. I feel happy. This is my element. I know it.
You're happy.
It's
your element.
But it all happened for a reason. It all happened in divine timing.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now, I'm happy and I'm back on track. I feel like with my life and my spiritual journey, and I'm happy to have my family back together.
Fact.
For sure.
Fact. Okay, Chieftess ELIANA, that is awesome. And a lot of people were concerned, and I know a lot of people run around like chickens with their head cut off, and not to go too much into that, but how do you feel to know that the public was concerned and, about your safety and your whereabouts? How do you feel about that?
You got a TV on or something?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. You better cut that TV off. You better. I'm sorry, Chief. Oh, James, you know what he playing, Chief. He playing Xbox. 2K. Boy, you better stop that stuff. Okay, is everything okay now? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, Chieftess. So could you continue, please?
I personally feel like everybody has their own opinion about the situation at hand. I feel like everybody tries to put their input in more than they try to understand what's going on.
Right.
And that's unfair. And it's unfortunate because it doesn't give any of us space to have a cordial, mature conversation
Right.
with those individuals who are away. But what I will say is, everybody makes their own decisions in life. Sometimes when we look at another person, what they do with their life, it may seem risky to you, or maybe to me, or maybe to someone else. But that is, and they have to go through what they have to go through to get where they need to go spiritually, mentally, emotionally, everything in between. And so that's just what I personally feel like about people being concerned about my safety. They want to give their input more than they want to understand what's going on. I try to give them another outlook and another perspective, but I cannot force any ideology on anyone's mind. I can only tell them what I feel in my heart, and then they can do whatever they want with that.
Well, I accept that, Chiefess. I hear you. Because, at the end of the day, we have to understand, I know for a lot of people, this is entertainment. They're like, oh, my God, they're everybody's talking about, your life. You guys choose to live it publicly. But there are a lot of people that were concerned, but there were a lot of people that were so concerned that they put some evil twists on this. Oh, go ahead, Chief. Just interrupt anytime you like.
Something just came to my heart when you said that, because I think majority of the reason why people may be so riled up about how I move during this whole thing is because I've been silent through it. I haven't really been giving any type of information on why I did it and where I'm going or anything like that. And to them, they feel like I should have told them, because they feel obligated to my life journey in whatever type of way they want. But what I will not have in my life is for me to explain to someone the decision that I'm making that's final, and then you try to argue me, or they try to argue me about what it is that I want to do in my life. Because what I feel in my heart, whether it may seem risky to someone else, I am being divinely guided. I've been divinely guided, and I'm not going to go do anything off of my life path journey that I'm supposed to do. I stop people from allowing themselves to decide through a conversation that they may have with me through asking me, well, why did you leave? Why did you go back? Why did you do this? Why? Because my life is not a debate. It's not a negotiation. It's not an argument. It is.
Facts.
It just is.
That's absolutely. I totally agree with you. Right, and I live by one saying, you can judge by who is truly your friend or truly in favor of your journey by, like I use this saying right here, if a friend sees you about to step in a pile of caca, right, they will tell you who they are by how they act. One friend might say, hey, you're about to step in shit. And the other friend may say, let me help you wipe it off your shoe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tend to go to the one that's going to help me get it off instead of the one that's going to tell me that I'm going to step into it. So I totally respect that, and I understand that, Chiefess. And I'm just happy to see you in your element, see that you're happy, your baby, your chief, you're okay, and you're where you want to be at the end of the day, because you choose to let us in. And we thank you for those that enjoy watching. It's not for us to understand necessarily. It's, we're here, and I think that's what a lot of people just want to say. They're here. And I think a lot of people can be there without judging. We have a lot of broken families. We're trying to get out of that at 48 years old. I'm trying to make sure. I've been married 3 times. I know, girl. I know the struggle. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out of the situations that I have been played with from my ancestors and from my family. So I understand. So I'm going to get on into these questions, Chief and Chiefess. And I thank you so much for sharing that bit. I didn't want to get too personal because I want you to feel comfortable. Okay. So the first question, Chief, if you're ready to go on with these questions, I'll get started because I know your time is precious. Okay. And it is appreciated.
Mhm.
The first question is, why did Carbonation wait 3 days to say that Nubian and Joy was in an accident? See, I told you, going straight to the bush. You know what I'm saying?
Well, originally when they got into an accident, it was a shock to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a shock to me. It was a rude awakening for me. It made me look at life a little different. You know what I'm saying? It was like a rude awakening. It was like a really, the thought of death happening here made me step back. That was like, as soon as I heard he was in an accident, they lost the brakes and they slammed into a wall. Social media got shut down. It wasn't even a game no more. For me, it was like, contemplating about losing someone that I love and I care about. Made me try taking this stuff a little serious, like, you know what I mean? Like backing off social media for a minute and like really tending to my family and really, you know what I mean? Talking to them and like letting them know, like, damn, I could have lost you. I could have really lost you. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a game. Like, you could have died and what I did. You know what I mean? And sometimes we get caught up online so much that we don't realize it's real life.
Facts, absolutely.
So I stepped back from social media after that, and I really wanted to get closer to my family and really appreciate what I had around me. It was a rude awakening for me. You know what I'm saying? So social media wasn't a thing until they start saying weird stuff that we just had to put out some information. But me, after that, I was just like, yo, I'm taking a break, yo. The baby could have died. Everybody could have died.
Yes, that was extremely scary.
For that reason, I'm like, man, this is not a game.
Right.
This is something very serious that we're doing here. And after that, it was a rude awakening. And I was like, I'm not going on social media for a minute.
Well, I mean, and a lot of us was shocked too because I mean, it was something to see, the popping, headlining people, not there anymore, and then to know that baby Nubia and her father and her mother could have been gone, or any number of people that we see on a daily basis, and we're all, in their Kool-Aid, not knowing what the flavor. It was scary. And so I can imagine that would, make one. I mean, it would make anyone say, you know what, pause, let's stop. And I'm glad someone said they heard clicking noise. Do you hear clicking noise, Chief? Do you hear clicking noise?
Yeah, it sounds like a little static. Yeah, like a little static.
Oh, wow. There's some static. That sucks. Okay, so I'm going to try to make sure there's not that much clicking. So thank you for that question, Chief. Let me go ahead and go to the next question. The next question was, anybody else in the van besides Nubian, Joy, and the baby?
Solar.
Solar. Is Solar okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, can we get a, hey, Solar, where's Solar at? I want to see him now. Hey, Solar, how are you?
How you doing? I'm
okay. Oh, I'm glad. Okay, see, everybody, Solar's fine. He's not, he's still with us. All right. Thank you, Chief. Okay, thank you, Chief. So the next question was, did the van hit some kind of house? Was there anybody in it, and are you paying property damage?
It wasn't nobody. It was a wall. It was like some kind of wall. No one was hurt. No one was injured.
Right.
It wasn't somebody's. It was on somebody's property, but it wasn't their house. And we do have to pay the damages.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, it was a blessing that it stopped the van at the end of the day. No one got, well, they're still here. You know, that can be taken care of. We ain't gonna worry about that. You know, so I'm thankful for that. So number 4 question is, how is Carbonation getting supplies now with no car? Are you using motorcycles? I mean, I know some of these questions are out there, but hey, they wanted to know.
No, we just got to rent them.
You got to, hey, Chief said, nah, we got a rental. All right. So, and
until we get the funds up to get another vehicle. Simple.
Fact. And Chief, real quick, so the accident, was that the turning point that made you and Chiefess decide to reconcile and bring your family back together and reunite your family? Was the accident the turning point for that for you? I mean, was that that's it? I'm not going to live without my family. We need to be in the same space.
I would say, yeah, it made me think about all of it. Everything in my life. It made me reevaluate everything in my life.
Yeah, okay.
And so, yeah, that was a part of it, yeah.
Okay, well, that's amazing. Okay, so this question number 6 is, did you decide who goes with who? Oh, okay. So just to jump, because Chiefess is fine. She's there. She's where she wants to be. It's a family situation. Let the family work their business out. As far as Chiefess and her and her husband, it's a relationship at the end of the day, people. Okay, we've all been there. So there's no need to answer those questions. So going on, people want to know, what made you decide, and I'm going to read it word for word, did you decide who goes with who with the new couples? For example, Pice with Malia and Tron with Aya now. They want to know if you made the decision or did they make the decision?
No, I make final decisions.
Yes, I understand that.
We don't make decisions together. We are a family. You understand what I'm saying to you? And your family right now, I'm pretty sure that you give your children their options and their choices.
Absolutely.
But I think you have a final say-so of your household.
My husband,
I have a final say-so. Right, even your husband, I think you work together, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
He has the final say-so in your home. Does he have the final say-so?
Yes, sir, he does.
Okay, so I have a final say-so, but I'm definitely not going to put somebody in a situation they don't want to be in, and so it has to be an agreement. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. So these rumors about you pushing people together, the wife swapping, all this stuff, people go in your tribe in the manner in which their heart or their energy is with another person. It's their choice. In other words, it's not something you force them to do. That's just another one of these tales, right?
Right. What goes on is that when you meet somebody online, it's different than when you meet them in real person. You know what I'm saying? And
yes, she's the number one cheater. She's his wife.
These characters. Right. Who I am online and who I am in real life is two different people. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you met me in real life, you would probably like me more. But
absolutely, probably so.
We're filtered through these phones, so it's like people think they want one thing from a distance and then they come closer.
Right.
If you ever been on a date online,
yes, I've been in a situation like that,
and you felt their energy in person, and you're like, wow, this is different than when I met you online. So we're cyber dating type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, right.
People get here and they feel each other's energy and they realize, other energies start moving different. You know what I'm saying? And who are we to stop that? You know what I'm saying? And another thing to answer is, people act like when this is not human behavior. I mean,
right.
Have you only been with one guy your whole life? So does that mean that you guys are swapping out people too? Because how many guys have you been with in your life? Not you personally, but anybody that says these women are swapping out or they're swapping the men around, or you could easily say that in our group. But when we look at your society, I mean, y'all swapping each other around too. I think it's just human behavior that people grow where they need to be.
Facts. Absolutely. You want people to be happy. You know what I'm saying? So I totally agree with you there. So in the next question, Chief, and thank you for answering that, is Carbonation still a polygamous organization? Are you still a polygamous organization?
No. So,
let's talk about that, Chief. Come on now. Because I know my chiefess over there is the number one chiefess, right?
yeah. So here's what happened.
Yes, sir.
We had broke up for 5 months, obviously. And recently we started talking again online after the car accident, after everything went down. And I'm hard-headed, man. I'm hard-headed. You feel me? So in my mind, and so I just want to say that I give the utmost respect to my wife because she taught me something that I didn't know, that I wasn't listening to from other people. People were saying it to me, but I wasn't hearing it. But she said it to me in a certain way that it clicked in my mind, and I had an epiphany. So in this moment, I gotta say, like, I'm always looking for people to defeat me in my knowledge, and she did that. She proved to me that monogamy was where our spiritual growth was supposed to be, and I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna tell you how. One thing about me is I'm hard-headed. I'm hard-headed. You feel me? When I got my mind made up on something, last time we were together, I'm militant. I'm a force field of I'm gonna do what the hell I'm doing, and anybody in my way, I'm gonna steamroll you by. I'm gonna steamroll over you. It don't matter. My mind is made up. This is what I'm gonna do. And so she was trying to tell me. But she couldn't word it to me before the right way. You feel what I'm saying? So I wasn't really hearing that shit. In my head, polygamy was the way to build legacy. Right? And so over the past 2 weeks or whatever, we was talking, and she basically hit me in the head with something, and and it changed my life. And it activated me completely because she was like, listen, I had 5 wives. I've established that. Right? What I realized is the more wives I had, the less emotional bond I had.
Right.
Because, so I had 5 wives, but it wasn't that emotional bond that me and her had. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was looking for. Even though it was functional, the 5 wives was functional. It was like a business rather than a bond that we had. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted something with emotional depths. And it wasn't there. And it was kind of empty at the end of the day. And so I was obviously missing the connection. You know what I'm saying? But I also was thinking in my mind, it's the mission. Fuck the emotions. Let's get it done. You know what I mean? Then she hit me. She was like, she told me, she said, it's quality over quantity. In my mind, I was thinking that if I had more wives, I can make more kids. I can build a bigger family. She told me, and it hit me. She was like, it's quality over quantity. Like, say for instance, right? You can go to Walmart and get 20 T-shirts for a cheap price. But when you go to Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, you paying for quality. That means that it's going to be priced more. You know what I'm saying? So it requires more of you to get this because it's a better quality. She also told me that we are birthing gods, and it requires a certain connection between 2 beings.
That's right.
Right? A certain amount of connection between 2 beings, right? That can't be spread out, because the more women I have, the less connection I have with each woman, and I mess up the connection that I have with the one woman that I do have. And this energy that we have between us is very important because it's creative energy that allows God beings to come through us. So I never heard it that way before, and so she hit me with the quantity, and I was thinking that, you know, and then she's like, look at the families that run the popularity of today. Look at the families that are they polygamous? No, but they're the most powerful. So it's not about how many you have. It's about the quality of the people that you have. And so she started to make this clear to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she usually get, when she tried to explain herself, she get emotional. Yeah. And so I wasn't listening because she wasn't articulate. I'm an intellectual, so you got to articulate shit to me. But sometimes women are trying to tell you something, but they can't put it into words.
Oh, yeah.
And with me, just because she wasn't intellectual, she got frustrated and she just left. She said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But she left because I wouldn't listen to her, what she was trying to tell me, and she was frustrated that she couldn't explain it to me the way she wanted to know. You know, like, but that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm being stubborn this whole 5 months, but it's killing me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, I'm like, this shit don't feel right. This shit is off. Something's wrong about this. I miss her. I want her here with me. I feel like half my soul was gone. Like, you feel me? Like, it was no soul in what I was doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, we watched
So
you.
then I wanted to understand it. So she just basically broke it down and said, listen, the families that run these worlds, these private bankers, they don't have big families. 1% of the world runs the rest of the world. It's just because they're wiser. So it doesn't take a lot to do much, and it only takes one person to change the world. As she starts breaking it down to me, look at Martin Luther King, look at Malcolm X. Look at Mahatma Gandhi, look at Harriet Tubman. It only takes one to do so much, and I'm thinking I need 100 kids to be powerful, when really I just need the quality. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
and
sir.
So without a bond, and I'm so glad I caught this, because I almost lost her and my daughter on some shit where, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to, but I'm glad it all happened the way it happened, and it humbled me. And that's when I really went quiet off of social media, because I'm embarrassed now, because I done went home. So, you know, me not going live all this time was me trying to figure out how the fuck am I going to, excuse me, how the fuck am I going to come back online and deliver this foot in my mouth? And it took this woman right here to change my life, to make me see that clearly. And she just rearranged everything, and it was like it was already there. And like the couples were already there. I just couldn't see it. And she organized everything. She just said, this person gonna go with this person, and they were happy to do it. They were like, yeah, I want to be with. I'm like, really? And it's like it happened, and everyone's happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even no one's being forced to do anything. It always was available. It's just that it took her to come and man, like, she really came and organized everything. And you would think, you know what I'm saying? I gained so much respect for her too. When she proved me wrong, man, I just fell in love with her all over again. And I was just like, wow, this woman is everything that I need. You know, and then I look at our daughter, and she's undeniably.
She's absolutely gorgeous.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing I want to say is, she told me that what I was dealing with was lust. I didn't think it was lust, but it was lust. I don't. My mind did not look at it that way, but that's what it was. It was lust, which is a deadly sin, and I was basically justifying it through tribal living. But what it was me wanting a family, just wanting a big family, wanting love around me, and just trying to create that my own self. You feel what I'm saying? And it was like mama issues, you know, not having a family growing up, it stemmed from that. So I wanted to be in control of making a big family. You know what I'm saying? And she she just basically broke all this stuff down, and I'm like, wow, like I'm on the phone crying, like I'm having a breakdown. And meanwhile, people having all these rumors, they're talking, and like,
yes,
it's crazy because I'm listening to what y'all saying, but what's happening behind the scenes is something totally different. And
wow,
you would never think that this kind of wisdom would come through this woman, this God, like she's amazing. Like,
oh yeah, she is. She's absolutely amazing.
She outsmarted me, and that I just gotta give her the respect, yo. I just, she dominated me in that way, and I never been dominated that way. You know what I'm saying? And it changed my mind, and I'm like, damn. And I realized another thing. I was like, yo, you know what? This is my twin flame. Like, she's my twin. She is what completes my soul. Like, she's literally the rest of me. You know what I mean? And I was living my life without her, and it was like black and white. And then as soon as we got back together, the colors start coming back in my life, and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is amazing. But I wasn't listening to her. That's why she left, because in my mind, all that emotional thing, she was having emotion. She was having emotional breakdowns, and I was looking at her like, man, just talk to me, man. But that's not how women are. Women are trying to tell you something, and you need to listen. So I wasn't tapping to my feminine. She's my feminine. This is my femininity. She is the feminine form of me. And I wasn't listening to that feminine. I was overmasculated, and I thought I knew what that meant, but then I didn't. And I'm trying to figure myself out, and I'm just glad I caught this before it was too late.
Absolutely.
I'm just glad. There's so many men out there that I want to teach what I know that I might have misled. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to like correct myself. And it took me a minute to get on live because I'm embarrassed. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I went so hard on polygamy. And what we really looking for is quality. Because you think about it, right? And she said that I was it was lust that was, doing it. And it was true. I was like, damn, it is lust when you think about it, because, if you think about the more wives I had, the less bond I had. And if you have the less bond, it's harder to, not only is it harder to get them pregnant, because it requires this and even if you do get them pregnant, the children don't have souls.
Wow.
The quality in a relationship, and this is what she taught me, the quality in a relationship is the emotional bond. How close are you emotionally? This is what brings gods in. This is what births gods. What births gods, the more emotional connection you have with someone. And even with the man's nature, his lust, if he could control that lust and channel that energy into creativity or give it back to his wife, just one woman, then the potential to birth something is heightened. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It just went mute. I don't know. Okay. I could hear you a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello. Are you there?
Yeah, we can
hear me.
There you go, right there. Now we can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you. We can't see you, but we can hear you.
Okay, that's okay. Don't worry about not seeing me. I just want to make sure you can hear me. Because what was happening, Chief, people were saying that they were hearing a delay and all this stuff. And some people are going to hear a delay. But can you hear me? Okay, I just want to make sure you can hear me, okay? Because I know they can. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just put my little face back up in here. I probably done messed up my damn hair from now. Hold on. Okay, so let's make sure that we're all good here. All right. So, Chief, does this mean that you And the wife, and I said the wife, aka Chiefess, she is number one. She is your other half. She is your wife. Pure point blank. There is no other.
I will never be with another woman a day in my life. Now that I know this, it's a wrap. And it's like, I'm not even watching porn no more.
Oh.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm about to do videos about this. Like, I'm doing videos about this. Huh? Oh, this shit just went off.
No, we're still here. I still see you.
Okay. So basically, that energy belongs. It's a very sacred energy. I'm learning about. She's been teaching me a lot over these days, bro. Like, there's so much wisdom. Everybody be quiet. Silence. Come here, baby. Come here. Oh, okay. What? Somebody else. Oh, she got
burning inside me. Jeez.
All right, bro. Okay.
It's in her book bag.
Okay. So, and I know I'm gonna let her get it too. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Then she ain't even there. Hmm? Yeah, I don't know what she went. We still waiting. We still waiting for her. Either way, we're gonna be doing a lot more lives. I don't know if y'all can hear us, but we're gonna be doing a lot more lives on this. Like, I gotta break all of this down. This woman changed my life. Like ASAP. I just had a major transition during November. You know what I mean? November was a crazy month. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it's a lot of things going on, but we're gonna get to it.
Wait a minute, I got you guys. I don't know what this thing's doing. I guess everybody else can hear you too. Okay.
Oh, they can hear us? We are still live?
Yeah, we've been hearing you. Yeah, you running your mouth. Stop running your mouth, Chief. Stop running your mouth.
Oh, okay.
So, no, it's okay. Turn it down, sweetheart. My husband. Okay, so anyways, we're going to go ahead. I mean, you already know how I look. I see you guys. It's about you guys seeing the beautiful family up here in front of us. Chief, you have decided that monogamy.
Let me finish, though.
I will. Yeah, go right ahead. I think it's because all these people in here.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chief. Do your thing.
Okay, so she was telling me there's lust. But the way she explained it to me this time was like more calm. And she was like in her like a trance. And I felt like something was speaking through her. Like it was like, even though I feel like I feel like she was telling me it was lust. And I was like, no, it ain't lust. Like, I'm really trying to, I'm trying to build something here. She like, yeah, but you ever noticed that you ain't getting those women pregnant? And I was like, yeah, that's true.
Oh, wow.
It takes what you want is you need that emotional bond. That creates the quality of the relationship. The quality of your relationship is depending on how close you emotionally bond. And each woman needs to bond to one man very deeply for them to create quality beings to come through them. And I was like, damn. And then she hit and then I was like, I knew. And then a verse in the Bible hit me. And it was like, if you even look, Matthew 5, right? Verse in the Bible. The Christ, can you, that thing in the background is really loud, whatever you got going on.
I know, it's going down. It went down, sorry.
No, somebody in your background got like a TV on or something like that.
No, that was me. The volume popped on my iPhone. Go ahead.
Okay, so look, right? It's like in Matthew 5, the Christ says, it says, if you even look, if a man looks at another woman lustfully, then he already committed adultery. So I'm thinking like, damn. And and so I was completely embarrassed to even go online after that. And that's why I just haven't been on live, because she literally shut shit down over here. Like, after that, I'm like, yo, I had the utmost respect for her. And I'm like, yo, out of all the people in the world that I slam around intellectually, so in hand, she literally changed my life in the matter of a conversation. It's just that she just couldn't get past the emotions of how much she felt like frustratingly, and she was responding emotionally in the whole situation. But we never left each other. We never left. I'm gonna let her take it from here. So I'm gonna just let her get it from here and let her chime in.
Whoa, you dropped some serious tea. Go right ahead, Chief. Jump on in.
That was another thing, like things that come to my mind, they just come to me. Like it's not something that I like force myself to think about. But another thing that like came to my head about polygamy was the fact that what carbonation stands for. Like we're literally breaking generational curses. And so I look at our family, our tribe, as like Noah's Ark. And if you think about what Noah did, he literally took the male and the female specimen of every species on this planet and repopulated the whole earth. We have 7 tribes in carbonation. We can do whatever we want. With you know what I'm saying? It doesn't take a lot of people, obviously, to have a nation or to have a world. I mean, hell, we don't even know we don't even understand the proper numbers as far as what a nation is supposed to be. You know, it can vary. You understand? Right now, there's too many people on the earth that's doing wrong than there is doing right. You understand what I'm saying? So, and if you have all these people on earth, okay, whoop-de-doo. But is it quality? Are these people quality? And we also teach about astrological mutations. Just like if you took a horse and a mule, you get a donkey. The donkey does not reproduce. It doesn't. And I kind of look at what we're doing like that in a sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so when we are in these couples that we're in combination, we literally are triggering each other to correct and outgrow these debilitations that's in our astrological chart and generational curses that have been embedded 600 years back. You understand what I'm saying? Slavery, all that. So when Chief was doing a polygamy, it wasn't beneficial to the spiritual growth as far as the debilitations, triggering the certain debilitations. You know, that each and every person, even for him, he wasn't getting triggered the way that he needed to be able to evolve spiritually. And every single one of us are here to understand something and grow through it. Like grow through that understanding of whatever it is that we have in our astrological chart to get over. And so I felt that it was very stagnant. But it was triggering the hell out of me. I mean, I was growing, you know. But I will say that I apologize to Chief for leaving. Because at the end of the day, no matter how wrong I may have viewed it, or no matter how much I think that he wasn't listening to me, when you get into a marriage with someone, you're committed. Your soul is committed. You sign a cosmic contract to be with this person.
Absolutely.
And nowhere here in that cosmic contract does it say to leave that person astray.
Facts.
It's through thick and thin. Even the oath that Babylon has created for us through a marriage, it says stay with the person.
Nah, but babe, I was disrespecting you.
But
I was humiliating you as the goddess that you
Speak it,
are.
Chief.
And I was not listening to you emotionally. I was shutting my femininity off. And that almost destroyed you. So you did what you needed to do so that I wouldn't destroy you in my ignorance. And you created space. It's not that you left me, you created space.
Pardon me, Chief.
In your emotions, you tried to move on, huh?
Pardon me, Chief. They are married. Thank you very much. You can go ahead, Chief. Sorry.
Okay. You did what you had to do to create space and give yourself the best, or try to give yourself the best. And I think, like, after this conversation that we had over these past 2 weeks, because we've been talking for a minute.
Oh, wow.
This is why we decided to come back to each other. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want the world to intervene with that.
Absolutely.
We wanted to have our own privacy in coming back together without having to get permission to do something that you wanted to do.
Right.
She refunded the money back to everybody that was coming to that meet and greet. I made sure of that. Let's put that out there. Everybody got their refund.
Right, and Chief, real quick,
one lady
it was how many people?
And today we.
I'm not. I think it was like 6 people.
That's right. I just wanted to hear you clarify it was 6.
She went to the event and she refunded everyone back, and I made sure she did that. Said, "Hey, you gotta make sure we do this right." It was one lady that didn't get her money back. We got her money back today. She had $45. And another thing, somebody said she left with $10,000. What the hell?
I know. Yeah, these stories are crazy. And Chief, what we're gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to give me a quick 3 seconds when I answer for you to, start talking again, because it's a delay. And I'm glad you brought that up, Chieftess. A lot of people were saying that you made $10,000 off of that meet and greet, and then now people are asking questions about the jewelry. But if they got the merchandise, what's the issue?
I don't know. People just, I don't know.
You want to make things up.
The meet and greet, that wasn't all the way until February. So people weren't jumping on those tickets like hotcakes. Do you understand what I'm saying? They weren't purchasing like that. The last time I looked at it to refund the money, it was 6 people. And those people, I couldn't even take the meet and greet money if I wanted to, because it wasn't set up that way. You have to come to a certain halt within that, the event, right, or whatever, and then on the day of the event is when you retrieve all of the funds.
Right.
So I couldn't receive it even if I wanted to. You understand? So those people got it back. Everybody who ordered jewelry, I literally told people, because people were so into me that they were sending their money before they got the merchandise. And I said,
wow.
It was a couple people, I refunded the money back. I said, look, don't do that.
Wow.
It was so, and then and I got on live multiple times to tell people, look, I have to go at my own pace. I cannot sit down and make beads all day. That's not realistic. I have certain things that I do. I'm thinking about my family. I'm thinking about all this shit that I've been through emotionally, spiritually. You understand what I'm saying? So, people were sending their money before I could even make the jewelry. But the people who I did get the money from, they definitely got their jewelry. Definitely got it. And the lady, also, I think her name is Mila or something like that. She did purchase a set of waist beads from me, and I did make them. I actually have them in my bag right now. I just didn't get a chance to mail them off, because once everything came to this realization that I'm at now, everything stopped. Everything stopped. There was no more jewelry making. There was no more meet and greet. There was no more none of that. So, and at that point in time, there was so many people hitting me up, asking me questions. So many, I deleted 2 Instagram accounts.
Wait, let's talk about that real quick.
Wow.
Because I'm on the phone with her and we fall back in love, right? Because she realizes that I get it, right? While we on the phone, she started deleting everything. And I'm like, girl, did you just delete the... She said, yeah, I'll come home. I'm like, she's like, all I wanted was you to get it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be with you. I'm like, whoa. Like, don't do that, because you're making it hot now. So once she did that, we was on the phone, she like, hey, I deleted the whole thing. I'm like, yo, now that brought heat. That's when everything started getting crazy. That's when I had to fly her out immediately. That's when we had to go incognito. That's when we had to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like going crazy.
Wow. Chief, can I ask I need to ask a question real quick, because I'm loving how you guys are interacting. I'm loving it, Chieftess. But real quick, I have to ask this question about OMAC, and also, how did you get your love back to you? The OMAC situation, not to get personal, with respect. The stories are that, you guys were together and you were getting married, and that was Chieftess and OMAC. Was there any validity to that? It was that just, you just let them run with that? Can you elaborate on that a little bit if you want to?
I definitely let people run with that because these people online, it's a whole different ballgame. Like these
She
people
wanted to hurt me.
These people make up.
Wanted to hurt me.
And I did put the ring there because
you wanted to hurt me.
I was hurt.
Aww.
I was hurt.
She wanted to get my attention.
I was hurt.
Did she get your attention, Chief?
Oh yeah, I got his attention. But look.
Yeah, but
Needless to say, needless to run with it because I just didn't feel like I had time to just sit there and stop. I mean, I'm talking about thousands of people in their tracks to say like, look, this, and this. This is my personal life. And at that time, I wasn't looking like, oh my gosh.
You didn't even want, that wasn't even your idea to do Beyond Freedom. Somebody
yes,
that up.
Actually, yeah, that actually was
somebody
else's idea. Like they was like, we should name it this.
Yeah, I heard about
Let's
that.
do a business, we should name it this. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm running with, like, just going along with everything. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If I had this, I don't think I would have needed Beyond Frequency. Probably would have made the conversation.
She was emotional. She was hurt. She was missing me, but she was trying to like move on with her life.
I was trying to forget about him. Like, I was trying to hate him in my mind.
Yeah.
And every day that passed, and like further down the line, being in a relationship with Omek, I just realized like this is not it. I made a huge mistake. Like,
and shout out to Omek because if it wasn't for Omek, you know, Omek was like the guy that you deal with that makes you miss. He go ahead.
But
he made you miss your water when the well ran dry.
Because me and Omek, we had a very mature conversation before we ended the relationship or whatever online, whatever it may seem like. We had a very mature conversation, and he understood my whole little thing that I was going through and everything like that. He even told me that he knew that it wasn't, that big of a deal, and that I wasn't truly gonna be with him because I wasn't ready and all this extra stuff. Like he understood, but to see how he's playing the cards is like it's disappointing because we had a very mature conversation.
Stop, Chief. Stop.
I don't like the way Omek played that, bro.
Because it was immature.
Can we elaborate on that just a little bit? Because I'm sure you guys.
No,
just,
it's gonna get rude.
Chief.
Okay. It's too personal. It's too personal.
Okay.
And it's something
all
that
right.
Alone. But she wants to.
Okay.
I do. Oh, I really do. I really do because I could go there.
With respect for Omek and your relationship, both of you guys, of course.
I could go there, but it's
nice,
okay.
Baby. Be nice.
It's all right, Omek.
Be nice, baby. Be nice. Be nice.
Okay, so we're not going to get on that one. So just let's say that they ran with that one, and it is what it is, but you ended that as you should have.
And I felt better after because one thing I didn't want to do is what people was trying to insinuate that I did was like hurt him and drag him. That's why I ended it because I'm not.
But tell them how you came back to me. You start trolling me.
God.
She was trolling.
I saw you, Chief. I saw you.
I called him, told him.
I was like, why is you trolling me for? She started sending me weird messages like,
because
you're weird. And I'm like, why is she hitting me up? Isn't she supposed to be with Omek? She's disrespecting this man. Remember when she put that narcissist thing out?
Get rid of Best Buy.
Remember when she put the narcissist
I got his attention though.
And she added me in that post. Remember that?
Yes.
Bruh, in my head, I was like, that's so much disrespectful to her man now. Like, why is she adding me for?
And he knew. And he knew. And I told him, and I was like, I'm going to do what I want. I told him, I said, I'm going to do what I want to do. I said, this is the father of my child. I said, if I feel like I want to post this, I'm going to do it.
So anyway, so that's when I was like, yo, and I was saying in my head, like, yo, why does she keep hitting me up? So I put the little thing I put. I was like, yeah, selling raffle tickets, right? Oh, yeah, I know it's going to, whatever. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, she's playing games, man. She just want to sell tickets. That's fucked up. And 2 days later, she started hitting my inbox, like, commenting on my stories in my inbox. And I'm like, yo, but why you hitting me? Leave me alone. If you don't want to fuck with me, leave me alone. You know, type shit. But then it was cool because after the car accident, we just talked and we had closure. She wanted me to see ELIANA. She didn't feel good about not. She didn't. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, what was really eating me, even though I was trolling him, because I was trolling him, it was the fact that he couldn't see his daughter develop. Like, that was
absolutely
for me to deal with, because
You're not that kind of person.
and I'm not. I don't care what you do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do. I feel like the parents should be a part of the child.
I thought that was funny because there was so many women out there up of a black family, and like, and not thinking about baby ELIANA and like giving me that relationship. And it's like so many people, but I want to take responsibility though. I create a lot of my haters, right? I'm telling you, man.
Yes.
I'm growing. I'm telling you, I'm growing. A lot of the reason why people hate me is because number one, people hate me because they can't be me or they misunderstand me. And I sometimes don't make it very clear because I can be very mysterious. And so I can understand why certain people don't like me because of things that have been said about me. I get it. I totally get it. But to not want me to have my daughter, you know what I'm saying, and to support that, and to support like single mother stuff, you know what I mean, and her moving forward so fast to OMAC, and to see so many adults like supporting that and saying, just because I knew they hated me, was hurtful. You know what I'm saying? That hurt pretty bad. But I'm so glad that we had the conversation, which started out from a pure-hearted thing. Like, look, I just want you to have a relationship with your daughter. And then we stumbled upon conversation, and then the car accident, and it just unraveled like naturally.
Right.
And in that moment, she started streaming all her real. You know, I'm like, yo, if you feel like I'm doing something wrong, like tell me. Like break it down. Like, she usually feels I'm doing something wrong, get emotional when the flip is off, and I'm like, okay.
Right. Chief, I gotta ask you one question real quick, and this is for you and Chieftess, and you know, people are saying there's a lag, so I do apologize real quick because I'm loving this. I'm loving the interaction between the two of you. This is amazing. So I will say this right here. A lot of people have a question, and I know you guys were saying she was trolling you and all that stuff. You know, I know how it goes. But people want to know, because a lot of people were like thrown off when Zoka was named Chieftess. Like, was that your way of saying, yo, Chieftess, you better take another look over here?
All right. I did the Zoka thing because of the people. It was no longer about ELIANA. I knew ELIANA wasn't paying attention to me. It was about the people that kept bringing notes. I killed the people with Zoka.
Oh, wow.
I used Zoka to kill the people. That was just to kill the people. It wasn't Nana that was trolling me at that time. People were trolling me.
Oh, wow.
So I used Zoka's energy to kill off the people from harassing me. And that's exactly what happened. They called me. But me and Zoka cool. Like, we friends.
Oh, that's great. So she's good with Mortal Solar. They're great.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't understand that, because I remember when Zoka was announced, she was supposed to be coming for support.
People was trolling me so bad on OMAC and Nana getting married. And as soon as I brought Zoka in, it was like a perfect time for me to counteract that energy. And then, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's all witchcraft out here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like spells and witchcraft. So I used Zoka's energy. Coming in was very powerful. And I used it, like, boom, like, me and Zoka cool. Like, we friends. You feel me? I mean, we did that on purpose. Just so, and you could tell me and Zoka wasn't, come on.
Yeah, I don't see the energy.
It didn't even look right. Like, but it still was the idea of it. And making them now say, whoa, hot Zoka, wait a minute. Everybody calm down. And so I used that energy and we all did it together. We all talked about it and agreed to it, and we used that energy, and it worked perfectly. And so, yeah.
Oh wow, that was so nice to hear you say that. And Chiefess, there is only one of you. That is amazing, I tell you.
Everyone, you know what I'm saying?
And I want to say this. I want to say that every man here is a chief. Every woman here is of her tribe. What we're trying to do is not create a hierarchy as much as I want to recreate myself in these men. If I can't make, then I failed. If I can't make you as great as me or better, then I failed. So each man here is a chief, and each woman here is a chiefess of her tribe. So point blank period. We're just the chiefess of the village.
Of your tribe, right? Okay.
No, we don't have a tribe. We have the village.
Village.
We have tribes. We are the chief and chiefess of the tribes of the nation.
Oh, okay.
Each and every one of these tribes are chiefs and chiefesses.
Would you like to introduce the chiefs and the different chiefs and chiefesses in their tribes, please? I would love to. Yes.
I'm gonna let them do it themselves.
Okay.
I gotta speak up.
So I would be Chief Solar.
I'm Chiefess Zoka.
Yes.
Hold on. Just say tribe name.
Oh, the tribe name, Jim.
Yes.
Our tribe name is the Oja tribe.
Oja.
Tribe of the sun. Yep. Okay. And then we have.
I would be Chief Caliber.
Chiefess Pluto.
Oh, I love it.
My name is the Nyambe tribe, which means God of creation.
The God of creation, the Nyambe tribe.
Peace to the gods.
Peace to the gods.
Chiefess Shiva.
And we're the Umbata tribe. Umbata means touch. It's the stay connected. Stay in touch.
That's a factory.
That's a fact. I'm Chief Pice.
Here, I'm Chiefess Malia.
Our tribe is the Mashi tribe. It means energy.
Makomashi. That means Makomashi tribe means energy. And then we have
Chief Anubis.
Chiefess Maya.
And we are the Gnu tribe, which is the Moon tribe.
the Gnu tribe.
I'm thankful for you. I'm so glad you guys are safe.
You're
Here,
Chief Tron.
Chiefess Aya.
We're the Moonju tribe. In Swahili, that means God.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
So
That is amazing. And that's amazing. Yes, that is amazing. Amazing. That is amazing. And tell Tron I am doing that. Me and Jamie are doing the wheelchair dance. We do that thing.
Hold up.
I love it. Love it. Oh, I love it. Chief, could you ask Tron if he could do it for us? That's amazing. Oh, yes. That is amazing. That is amazing. You guys, I am so thankful to be sitting up here talking to you all. This is amazing. Chiefess ELIANA back in the house. All right. So that was some tale of how you two.
Yeah, we just want to say that during we heard everything that was going on also during all the trolls and the accusations and the weird. I was locked up and
How did you feel about that, Chief?
Ran off on a bus. we was listening to the whole thing. And we were laughing at everything, and it was like, wow, like really, like these people start making up all kind of stuff.
Yes, they did.
And it's like, it's crazy, like you know what I'm saying? And it's really weird that in what I noticed that people on YouTube are thousands of views, and so with this being said,
wow,
with this being stated, we can see the motives why, and then they squad up. Here's what I want to say about my haters. And I had to think about this, and I was telling my wife the other day, I was telling Chiefess the other day, I said, listen, we are all.
I love it. Your wife.
Right. And I just want to tell you, like, I'm a monogamous man for the rest of my life. Like,
I am so proud of you. Yes, sir.
Look or cheat on my wife or look at another woman ever again. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel at this point it's a sin. But I'm going to be going live on my page about more details about, you know, how I came up to the epiphany and everything. A lot of people are like, duh. A lot of women out there like, duh, nigga. Duh, we've been telling you that. But I had to learn on my own, and I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, trying to help me. But sometimes when my mind is made up on something, yo, I got to learn the hard. So with me, it's like this. With my haters, I feel like we all are soulmates. We all came here together. Whenever you have a positive polarity of something, right, you have to have a negative polarity. It actually creates itself. You know what I'm saying? So my haters are actually a part of carbonation. They're a part of it as much as we are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want them to know that we embrace you. We don't want to say we hate the haters. We want to say that without them, people, they keep us alive. They keep us relevant. They keep us relevant. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, they might have nasty things to say, they're negative. That negative feeds the positive, and that positive feeds the negative. And I think that we are all soulmates, and we all came here together, and we work as a team, and they're just doing their job.
Right.
But they are our soulmates. We all came here together, and they're just a polarity or the duality of the positive force of what is carbonation. And you have the foot on neck squad. Yeah, that's just a negative polarity. We embrace it, and we want to say that. We want to say that we appreciate you. Like, we have to appreciate the good and the bad. If we're going to say we appreciate the good, the bad, and the good, because you can't have one without the other. Actually, one automatically creates the other. If you're being great, and you're being so positive, you're going to create some form of negative because we live in duality. And so we understand that we're all one soul. We're all one soul. Anybody that's reporting on carbonation, you are a part of carbonation. Just the negative of it. And yeah, we need it. We need you. We embrace you, and we don't want to stop you. We actually, you know, that would be defeating the purpose. You know, you keep us alive. You know what I'm saying? And we keep you alive. We feed off each other. You see, when I don't go live, you have to make things up. You have to. It
was crazy. Well, no, don't say you. I didn't have to make nothing up, but that mess was crazy.
When I say you, I'm talking to them.
I know.
You have to make things up because it's to keep up the relevance of carbonation. And although it can be dangerous in the sense that it can be inconvenience, you can inconvenience our personal lives. Hey, it's part of the game. It is what it is. We're always going to come out on top. We need you to step on your neck, you know, because you're actually our footstool. So it's funny that y'all call it foot on neck, because it's like we're using our foot on your neck to actually overcome all of our challenges. And we appreciate the foot on neck. That's right, baby. We appreciate the foot on neck tribe, or the foot on neck clan or squad, the foot on neck tribe, because the foot on neck tribe is actually our footstool. You know, they say they make your enemies your footstool. It's funny that they're called foot on neck. So it's like literally like we're using our enemy as a footstool.
Chief, you got to be good now.
No, I'm not.
You got to be good, because there's a lot of great women that care. There's a lot of great women that make up that particular group of women, and you know, they have done a lot of good things.
Okay, so listen, right? We're not going to sit here and act like these people aren't negative about me, okay?
Oh, no, sir. We're not going to do that.
Okay, so it's not about, there is no good things that they're doing. As far as their job is to do bad things. That's their job. Their job is to do negative things. So let's just say...
When it comes to you, is that what you're saying, Chief?
I mean, this is what it's all about, right? Me. If you attack, the whole attack on Nana is to attack me. Everything is to attack me. They know that they can't come get me because I'm way too strong. So they get any kind of weakness they can find around me. Come on. We know what this is about. Let's just keep it real here. But with that being said, I'm going to end the interview right here because...
I understand.
we answered a lot of questions. It was always
yes, you did. And I thank you so much, Chief and Chieftess. And again, you did ask a lot of questions. You gave us more information than I thought that you would. And whoever said MaDiva's a whole clown, your ass is a clown because you right over here checking out MaDiva's Neighborhood TV, boo-boo. I'm not about the clicks and the views, babe. I'm about people. And I reached out to this family because I wanted to know that everybody was okay during a car accident. And everybody looks awesome. Okay, the other stuff was extra. So Chief and Chieftess and Baby L, I wish you guys all the luck. I am always for family, and I don't believe in co-signing on no BS. It is what it is.
Bye-bye.
You guys, I mean, I look forward to seeing what you guys are going to have in store for us next. I guess, and congratulations to all the tribe members.
All right, you're.
All right. Peace out. Y'all have a blessed night.
One mind.